All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you so much for joining us again. Thank you so much for joining us. It is a blessing. We greatly appreciate it, as we always do before we get started. Just want to show our gratitude, because you guys could be somewhere else at 11:22 a.m. on a Friday. Today's Friday. You guys could be somewhere else at 11:22 a.m. on a Friday, but you choose to be with us. So thank you so much. Before we get started, guys, Africa is the Now t-shirts are available at my store, Ile Amir, which means House of Amir. All right. The shirts are available. Africa is the Now. So go and get you a shirt. Africa is the Now. So when you're watching the YouTube videos, the playback, you'll see the shirts, the store on the bottom. Also, when you go to the the main homepage, you'll also see the merchandise store. And then when you go to teespring.com, the store is Ile Amir. That's ILEAMIR. So we got the Africa is the Now shirt. Go and support, okay? Go and support everybody. Go grab a book. Okay, Sales Motivation 101. Get off your booty and cold call. No, excuse me, you guys. Go and grab a book as well. Please support. Also got the children's books. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go to dynastymir.com. We need your email addresses, so go and subscribe to our mailing list so you can stay in touch, up to date on what's going on. So everyone, once again, thank you so much for joining. We have my brother Fitzgerald Stephens on today.
Hello, everyone.
At least 6 days out of the week. You know how we do, you guys. And today's topic is, guys, you don't have time for a job. Now, what do you mean by this? Guys, yes, I do have ebooks. So if you go on Amazon, these same books are also in ebook format. Guys, this is the thing. I'm 38 years old, right?
Still a baby.
Baby. When I was transitioning out of corporate America, and I would ask people like brothers like Fitzgerald, I also had another coworker. His name is Cedric McAllister. He worked with me at Centos when I was in LA. I got the same response from the both of them. I wish I would have made the move sooner. I wish I would have got out there on my own sooner. That was the consistent message and advice that I got. All right. Again, I tell this story all the time. When I was working for Aflac, all right, I didn't understand why these corporate executives will leave their 6-figure-a-year jobs with benefits, car packages. We got the little expense credit card where we could go take people out to eat and we just expense it to the company, pay for our meals. We got reimbursed for everything. I did not understand why they will leave their job to take on 100% commission opportunity or job. I didn't get it until, again, I went to Africa in 2011. Well, I went to Zanzibar, Tanzania. I had only 2 weeks vacation, meaning I had to get back to the office. Then it clicked. It clicked right there. And that's when it clicked. We give corporate America the majority of our time. I mean, we 365 a year, 24/7. About half of that, okay, of those days and that time, those hours are given to our job. Half of that. And we're missing out not only on family and everything else, but we're really missing out on chasing and fulfilling our purpose when we do that. Like, we're missing out on our purpose. And don't get me wrong, some of you might think your job is your purpose. And that's fine if you believe that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be reciprocated. Now, you might feel that way, but your job might not feel that way. So we don't have time. You have to have a sense of urgency. We don't have time to be on a job because, again, a job is going to take almost 50% of our lifespan is going to go towards corporate America, the same corporate America that me and Fitzgerald talk about this all the time. You got to give them 2 weeks. In fact, I think I told this story before. So when I graduated from college, after I graduated from the University of Georgia, I got a personal training job at a gym called the Omni in Athens, Georgia. Guys, my affiliate link, before I go into the story, my affiliate link for Cara Bars is going to be in the chat room. Please click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. I will personally call you, and we'll get you a contact for Fitzgerald. We'll add you to the group. We'll get you pretty much zoned in with the training. So go ahead and sign up as an affiliate, and I will personally give you a phone call. Let me get this banner back up here, guys, before I get back into my story. Okay, there we go. Got that. Okay, there we go. So I got a job at a gym called the Omni, right? It was like my first corporate job. I was personal training. So I had planned like that. So I started at the Omni that January, I think it was 2006. I started at the Omni. We got beat in the Sugar Bowl by West Virginia. We didn't play in New Orleans that year because that's when Katrina had happened. Like that November of 2005 when Katrina happened. You know, the Sugar Bowls usually play at the Superdome in New Orleans. So we didn't play in the Superdome in January in New Orleans because Katrina hit, I think, like October or November of 2005. So we ended up playing.
Georgia would have got beat there too. You can't go ahead and spruce it up, man. You would have got beat there too. Georgia would have got beat in the parking lot, son.
Oh, man, here we go.
Winning cats. You couldn't tell the people you Katrina, whatever. I saw sales on the road.
Whatever, guys, hit that like.
I'll leave you alone. Yeah, I'm turning red, man.
All right, so we played West Virginia.
All right.
We ended up playing in the Sugar Bowl at the old Georgia Dome. We got beat, but whatever. It's because we should have played in New Orleans. We would have played in New Orleans, we would have won. But see, we played in Atlanta, we lost. Even though it's up the street from Athens, you know, that's why we lost. We should have played in New Orleans. That's what happened. We should have played in New Orleans. I know you want to say something, Fisher. I know you want to say something. So, like literally a week after the game, I started personal training at a gym called the Omni in Athens, Georgia, right off of Atlanta Highway. If you guys are familiar with it. So that May, like around Memorial Day, I said, you know what? I'm going to move to Atlanta. You know, I want to pursue acting and modeling, and I want to go to just a bigger city. So, you know, this is my first job. I didn't know there was like this 2-week notice term. So literally the day I was leaving, I went up to my boss and said, hey, like literally after our personal trade, everybody, like literally our personal trade, everybody, like I was done for the day. I went to my boss and said, hey, I'm done. I'm moving to Atlanta. He just looked at me. I was like, what? Yeah, I'm leaving today. I'm not coming back. You should have saw his face. Like literally, I was just like, yeah, I'm not coming back. I'm moving to Atlanta today. My U-Haul truck is packed up. Leaving tonight for Atlanta. Appreciate that. Thank you for everything you did for me here at the Omni. And I did. I just didn't know. So, but at the same time, I felt bad. Well, later on, because I didn't know. I didn't see it was an issue. But then working in corporate America, they have this whole thing about give you 2 weeks notice. Give you 2 weeks notice. Give you 2 weeks notice. You got to give 2 weeks. But I started to notice they want us to give 2 weeks, but they can fire you at any time.
In 2 seconds.
In 2 seconds. They can let you go. But they want us to give you 2 weeks. So I just, you know, again, you guys you spend half your life working for a job that they expect you to give you 2 weeks, but they can just fire you at any time. I didn't get that. I mean, I didn't get that. Like, I would say 2019 was a beautiful year. Let's see here. I might not have hit my financial goals, but this is what I achieved in 2019. I became a prince. I got my Nigerian citizenship. I got some more titles. Now, if I were working a job, I would have missed out on all of that because I would have been out of vacation days. I would have missed out on just life experience. Working a job, you will miss out on life experience. If you're moving, let me say this. If I got to write this down, you will miss out on life experience if you're moving in your purpose. If you leave your job, right, to move in your purpose, you're going to experience life. But if you leave your job, if you don't leave your job, like if you have a purpose, you know your purpose, and you continue to stay at that job, you're going to miss out on life experience. It's that serious. Yeah. If I was at my job, because my vacation days ran out in like October 2018. I had my coronation March 2019. Our fiscal year runs from June to end of May. So I would not have had any more vacation days to experience what I experienced. I would have to say, you know what, man, if I was still at corporate America, man, dog, we got to postpone it, man. I ain't got no more vacation days. And knowing what I know now, tomorrow is not promised. So yeah, we might have postponed it, but who says that I might not have made it to that date? So guys, you don't have time for a job. That's just where we're at, man. Life is precious. I was in a hospital a couple months ago. I was in the hospital, laid up. So imagine I was still working a job. I missed out on all these experiences, and I'm in a hospital. Imagine that. So you don't have time for a job. We don't have time for it. Fitzgerald, go ahead.
Wow, man. You got me reflecting. You're doing an incredible job. If any of you guys are familiar with that movie, Shawshank Redemption with Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman, one of my favorite movies. Towards the end, before Tim Robbins is getting ready to escape the prison, he told Morgan Freeman, he said to him, "Get busy living, or get busy dying. Mm-hmm. Get busy living or get busy dying." He was able. You remember Prince, how he was able to paint a whole vision. He said, "I'm going to go to this town down in Mexico, and I'm going to get me a little boat, and I'm going to restore it, and I'm going to take my customers out charter fishing." And then at the end of the show, he's doing exactly what he said, exactly where he said. No, I agree. One thing that will hold you back from your purpose that you must slay, and I mean totally, completely slay. You have to slay fear and procrastination. Actually, procrastination is another name for fear. Hesitation is another name for fear. Delay is another name for fear. You have to get rid of that, because on that other side is your dream. I think about how farther I could have been. I could have been in my career, in my life, if I just wasn't scared. Because you know what scared me? The same thing. Here's another word for scared: security.
Right.
Security. I want to be safe. I want a guarantee. No such thing as life. No such thing. So you have to want something that drives you. Often you guys hear me talk about the goal. What are we doing this for? What do you want? What's powering you? Because your goal is literally the engine, the engine that makes you run. It really is. You don't have visions, you don't have goals, you don't have you're not going to have perseverance. You're not going to have anything now, and you're definitely not going to be able to keep it or stick to anything. Like as I said before, once again, a saying of my father, he taught me, anybody can get something. Anybody can get a wife, anybody can get a home, anybody can to get anything they want. The trick of the matter is, can you hold it? I didn't forget that. Dad taught me so much. I was fortunate enough to talk to my father this morning and things. And so I don't have time for a job. Even sometimes when I think about getting one or, possibly getting one, and, and I can't say, I'm against them. I'm not. But as far as where I'm trying to go, what I'm trying to do on the trajectory that I am, a job won't allow me to move to Africa, spend time over there. A job won't allow me to travel, overseas to help people with my Carrot Bars business. I would have to report to someone. They're going to ask me some time back. They're going to ask me when can I come back and how long I'm going to be and why do I keep going over here? And I got to explain my objectives and all that. I mean, I don't have time for that. Actually, a job is going to cost me more income. I can promise you, when Prince Amir was over in Tanzania, I don't know if you guys felt that story, but I did, because when he was almost like it was painful for him to rip himself away, literally rip himself away from Africa, return back. He didn't want to come back. No, so and all on the plane, he was thinking how beautiful it is up there. But he probably was thinking like, you know what, I'm going to put myself in a position where one day I won't have to do this. No, and there he is. What you decide your future. Prince Amir, as well as the hundreds of thousands of Carrot Bar affiliates, received pay today. I called him, let him know. I told him some things that what he needed to do, and as far as right that I looked at my income. One of the first things I did, I bought like one of these, because remember I talked about paying yourself. I bought one of these, a gram of gold, and I bought 3 of these. About cash gold. I bought it through my business account. I received units in my personal accounts, and I'm just a momentarily away from a couple of payouts, today. Probably get one before the show is over. Reinvest in myself and saving my gold. I look at my accounts, okay, but I'm saying, okay, I can do more. I have my time. Then after I took the money out, I went over to the gym, had a great morning workout. Got back, had some family, who have triplets, and they're turning 18 on Saturday. And I say, you know what, they called my relative yesterday. I want to come up and see the babies. No, the 18 I haven't seen in a while. I want to come see them, and didn't have to ask anybody to do it. Probably going to take off right after the show. Have an affiliate to help in England and help her with her package, help her grow her team. She's a senior. She's an elder to me. Looking forward to that. I can do business while I'm driving up, which means I can write that mileage off to go up the Northeast Florida. It's about the choices, Prince. It's about the choices that you can literally have your own time. I mean, and once you achieve this, once you ladies and gentlemen are able to walk in your time where you don't have to report to you, it's going to be as natural to you as breathing. It's going to be so liberating, knowing that you don't have to rush and get back, and knowing that you have literally control over your own time and your schedule. Because if you have control over your time and schedule, literally you have control over your life. No, and that started with a decision a couple of years ago. All I wanted, I just wanted to build an income. I just want to build something and get out the corporate rat race. For me, I had to. Maybe if I would have been one of those situations where it would have happened like my 2 younger brothers and my best friend, where they found a real sweet spot in their corporate career. Maybe I'll look at things differently. That asked, I have a childhood friend, and when I used to live in Ohio, man, and something happened, we were best friends, and he sits up to a cousin of mine, happy birthday. I haven't talked to the man. I'm 55 right now. When I left him, I was 9 years old. 9 years old. Now, it turns out, he's over in Colorado right now, a president of a company and everything, and so doing well. Well, if I would have had maybe my career would have took that trajectory, maybe I wouldn't be talking like I am. Maybe I wouldn't be thinking that, but my career didn't. My career, well, you know, success for me was like this. That's how success was me. Actually, that's how success is for many people. There's no such thing as like a rocket ship taking you up to success. There's no elevators taking you all the way up to the top floor. Not unless you come from family wealth. And believe it or not, you know, they put them through things too. But I didn't have that. And but I had a desire just to be free, just to do something with my life, things I wanted to do. You know, I didn't want to go out there and change the world. I wanted to change my world. I want to be free from money issues and money pressures that was constantly making me ill, that was constantly, you know, putting stress on me, that was putting stress on my relationships. That I just got tired of that. Now, when I was 20 something, you know, I could take it better than I could now. But you know, when I was 30, I could take it better than I could now. You know, it's just like I could, but when I started getting to 40s and especially like actually early 30s, but as I started getting older, it just started weighing on me more. I was reminded about my humanity. You know, I used to be so freakishly strong and fast and all that. And I was in the gym and I grabbed some weights and I couldn't move it like I used to. I mean, I literally couldn't move it like that. You're talking about a man. I used to go warm up with like 225 pounds warm up, you know, 405 lifting these things like that on bench and stuff. Amir would know what that is. I can't do that no more. It's like I don't have the flexibility, and I miss that. I miss not being able to see. See like I used to. A couple of days ago, I was sitting and parked in my RAV4, and I was looking at a street sign, and all of a sudden I couldn't lock in on it like I used to, you know, and I just couldn't see it. It was all hazy. But I get my glasses out, and everything lit up. And I told a fellow Carabar affiliate of mine who's in our team, Prince Amir. I said, God, I miss my eyesight. I missed my faculty. I just haven't got my mind wrapped around that I can't do the things at 55 that I used to do at 25. It's hard for me to accept that. But that lets me know that I'm closer to the other side than I was 10, 15, 20 years ago. That lets me know that I can't keep continually working in someone else's platform, because my time is becoming so limited, and your time is becoming limited. I truly want to see some of the things I want to do. I want to see and experience some of the things I want to experience on my time before the Most High calls me off His earth. It's just so vital, and so that's why I do Carrot Bars. That's why I talk to you guys, you good people, about this, because it's the decision that you must do. Oh, Fitzgerald, you're saying we have to do Carrot Bars? No, but you must get free. There's something in the human spirit that longs to be free. There's something in the human spirit that longs to be in control over his or her life. And so we found a vehicle. We found a vehicle today. And you know, like I said, we got paid today. I did exactly what I say to you guys. Go ahead and pay yourself first. I paid myself first. I generated income first with that. And some of you don't get the impression that Prince Amir and I don't work at this. We just don't consider it a job. But that's what you know, a calling. You know, I mean, I don't know what's the word to use, but it's not a job to me. I mean, it's not a job that, you know, when I'm helping people in you know, Africa, England, Australia, Canada, it's not a job to me. I enjoy doing that, helping with families. I know that the world over people need incomes. Last night before I was getting ready to wind down, just happened to do a little Google surfing, and I saw like 33% of homes in Florida are under financial strain, big time financial strain. and and just barely making it. When I'm talking financial trade, I'm talking about how to pay just the basic necessities, the mortgage, and put food on the table. And the article went on to say, Prince, that many people were already teetering on the brink of disaster. Then comes Corona. Then comes the not the protest, the looting, and all that kind of stuff. And people are desperate out there for options. People are desperate out there, not only in this country but the world over. Like, God, send me something that I can just make my money or pay my bills. Do you know how many people do you know that would be just happy just to have an extra 500, 600 euros a week? You know, that could change the trajectory of a lot of people's lives, just $500-$600. And I'm not going to say it's no big deal, because it is. It's a big deal if it means the difference between you putting food, to feed your family or not. It's the big difference, that you get your car repaired or not, or you're paying on the mortgage payment or not. That's 2,000 euros a month, 2,000 euros a month at $500, 500 euros per week. You do the exchange rate in US dollars. That's probably like close to 2,100 US dollars. That'll really change some people's lives. Not only this country, which one of the more wealthier countries to live in, but you could take that to the African nations, and you could take that to the English nations. I mean, European nations. You could take that all over. People are hurting out there, so it's time to get serious about your financial life. It really is. It's time to get dang serious about where you're going, about the direction of your family. I firmly believe that after Corona, what's next? I mean, I've lived too long on God's earth to know that life is rarely smooth continually. I haven't. You can't climb a smooth mountain, Prince. Right. You really can't. You cannot climb a smooth mountain. And so when you're going out there spending your time that you're going to do for someone, you're going to do it for looking for a job, or you're going to do it creating an income for you. You don't need a job. You don't need a job to live, but you do need income. And you don't necessarily have to have a job to create income. You really don't. And I think that's somewhat a foreign investment, a foreign concept. You really want to start really building your carrot bar scene. Many of you saying you can't find anyone. I got a market you need to focus on, the millennials. Because a lot of them growing up in a digital age. A lot of them like, man, hey, dude, this working for someone? Because they've already seen the failed business model with their parents. They're going out there, they're jumping into social media, they're jumping into the YouTubes, they're jumping into the blogs. They're doing all kinds of stuff. That's making them money. They're setting up PayPal accounts and doing tutorials on online and stuff, and they're generating all kinds of income for themselves. Robert Kiyosaki, author Rich Dad Poor Dad, he had told a story about one of his friends, and his friend said, I just can't get my son motivated. I just can't get him motivated. And it's the young man had an online business. The father said, well, he won't go to college. I just can't get him motivated to do anything. But we found out that the young man is making something like $7,000 a week with his online business. He's not wired to go to college, Prince. He's an entrepreneur. So, but to his dad's line of thinking, he's missing it. Because he's doing something that his father wouldn't have done. Let me tell you something. As I stated again, the world only care about your results. They really do. They only care about the world rewards you for what you produce. Well, you said, well, I'm producing a lot for the company and I'm not get rewarded. Yeah, but the owner is. See, you need to get a system that you can put your effort in where you get awarded accordingly. As I stated, if I'm the owner, which is the only title I want on my business card, I'll call you whatever you want. Yeah. I'll call you senior vice president. I'll call you head pooh bar. I'll call you master of the missions, and I'll give you other title you want, as long as you give me your labor to produce what I need, as long as you build more wealth for me. And that's what corporate America thinks.
Well, let me ask you this: what if I wanted the title of owner?
Owner? No, that's mine. That's mine. You know, when I used to have my company, that's what I had on my business card. Owner. You know, I call you general manager, whatever title you float your boat. You'll be amazed how many people you can purchase their dreams for a title and a little responsibility. You know, when Prince Amir, a few perks. I'm sorry, when Prince Amir was saying, yeah, I had my gas card, I had my corporate card, you know, I got expense account. He couldn't write that stuff off on his personal taxes. The company could write that stuff off. He did, but he couldn't. So they just gave him fancy titles. It's just like many people, they do it around the world. Many of you have unfortunately fallen for that. I mean, Ty Best, our senior founder with Wealth Builders, he said, how much does someone have to pay you to forget your dreams? I mean, how much do I need to pay you to purchase your freedom? 30,000 a year, 40, 50, 60. I know what. I'll give you 6 figures, $100,000 a year. But you come work for me and you build something great for me. All your intellectual property, because you develop it on my computer. I know what's in your mind. You develop it on my computer. You developed it while I was paying you for a clock. It's saying like that. And technically, your intellectual property is mine because you developed what I paid for it. And that same intellectual property could be something that would dwarf Google. It could be the latest search engine. It could be something that would make Netflix look like Blockbuster Video. It could be a new revolutionary product that will revolutionize the technology industry. You don't know, but because you happen to work at someone's corporation, you know, they get the intellectual properties and the benefits for that. You guys ever heard about Thomas Edison?
Yeah.
No. Pretty smart guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, pretty wealthy man, right? Lot of stuff, right?
Right.
Okay. How about, you ever heard of Nikola Tesla?
Yeah.
Okay. Edison wasn't smart. Tesla worked for him. Tesla was the one that had the patents. He lost that, but because he developed that in Edison's studio, and he got into financial trouble, Edison got all those patents. John P. Morgan did the same thing. You know, it's Morgan Chase Bank. They took Tesla stuff, and they took his patents, and those patents are still producing for those companies this very day. No, Tesla was no. It wasn't. Edison was all that bright. You actually read at him now. Nothing spectacular with him. He knew how to be bright by going to the Copyright Office.
Right.
I'm not taking some of his achievements away, but Nikola Tesla was the guy, the employee of Edison. Actually, Tesla died penniless, died broke, and died alone up in a New York apartment. And that could be a key thing to life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that Tesla worked for Edison. I never knew.
Oh
that.
Yeah, he worked for Esalen, and then he also did something with J.P. Morgan. But a part of that, he surrendered his patents. He lost control and interest of his patent, you know, and which would have made him a multi-billionaire.
Billionaire.
Yeah, Tesla's like a modern day Tony Stark for real. Tesla will make Elon Musk look like a school child. Mm-hmm. He was just that far ahead of his time. Some of the stuff he came up with, they still ain't figured out how he's doing it. Mm-hmm. Okay, but he was an employee, ladies and gentlemen, and because he worked for a company instead of launching out for himself, all his work was absorbed by a company which is making millions upon millions of dollars with it right now. Hundreds of millions of dollars they have made on that. Tesla didn't have any errors. but he could have easily set up a foundation and could have did a lot of things like that. So don't forget that story. What are you doing? How much does the company have to pay you to forget your dreams? How much? How much do they have to pay you? Okay, incidentally, with your dreams, they own your freedom. You don't have any freedom. You don't have any security. Well, I'll get a service pay or a pension. Go right ahead. You know how much money they made from you and the other person in the cubicle besides you? Well, I'm proud to do work. Yeah, you should be proud. You should be proud to be of cause. But I'm saying be more proud to be of your own cause. Because and see, I can't give this to you. Prince Amir can't give this to you. It has to be something in you. It has to be something that longs to be free. And you don't have to know. You don't have to know how. The why is more important than the how. Something in you has to long to be free. If you don't have that, well, maybe you do need to be contained to working for someone else. Maybe that's your calling. If you're a teacher, you're a nurse, that's awesome. If you really feel like what your work is your calling, that's awesome. But then again, on the same token, let's still look at create you a residual income stream. Let's still look at bringing you some extra income in your house, just in case your calling decides they don't want to call you anymore.
Right.
Teachers get fired, or EMTs get fired or hurt, all kind, whatever your profession. So that's why we decide to set up something about with Carrot Bars. That's why we decide to do what we need to do in order to build wealth. You know what? This right here. Let me see. It'll take about $80. Okay, $80. I transferred this into this morning. Now, I took about close to 100, about 520s. And I got a gram of gold, a couple of these things. I transferred this wealth, this dollars into this gold. This gold is going to go up. I didn't really lose anything. I just transferred it. No, not buy. I just transferred it. Well, that's added into my gold savings account. And a month from now, 5 months from now, a year from now, 5 years, 10 years from now, that gold is going to be way much more than I paid for it. That's the concept. Pay yourself first. Then I go ahead and tell Prince Amir, tell other people. They set up their free gold savings account. They do the exact same thing that they tell other people, and I get paid for that. They tell other people, you get paid for that. They tell other people, you get paid for that. So pretty soon you have this global business, e-commerce business that you're running from home that enables you that has no cap on your income, that literally you can do around the world. You can help people realize build wealth. And believe me, when you help families build wealth and you're doing that with families, believe me, they're going to think the world of you. I promise you that they're going to think the world of you. And then you can have tax benefits. We often talk about that a lot. It's a tax benefits, but you know what? The taxes in this country, oh wow, it's like you're dying by 1,000 cuts. Right. Sales tax, property tax, hair tax, tolls, which is another tax for many of you in different parts of the country. Man, I hate driving through New York City. Well, actually, I don't like the city at all, but I hate going there. You go across the George Washington Bridge and all the other thing, man. You can sometimes pay like $25 just in bridges up there coming from there in New Jersey. I mean, they had those. They've had a few toll booths down here in Florida. Nothing like nearly up there. You throw $2 in there, you're fine. But all those little taxes. Late fees. When I took money out ATM off my Carrot Park cards today, bank hit me up for $3. I guess for just the idea for use their machine. So everybody. So the corporate tax, the income tax, and then your tax on the state level, the federal level. Luckily down here in Florida, which is one of the reasons I like it so much down here, besides the weather, we have no state income tax, so I can keep more of my money here. Okay, so I keep more of my money in my pocket. being able to leave the wealth to your generation, knowing I'm working for something, knowing I'm working. Now, I have some, my business is going to go to some family members. No. So that's knowing that I have something I can actually leave behind, leave a legacy of wealth. I don't have to have children, which I don't, but I can set up scholarships. I can set up something at the University of Alabama. I could set something up at Morehouse College where my brother left. I could even set something up at Prince Amir School, the University of Georgia, because he's my friend. He's there. Set something up for somebody, not necessarily your grade. Maybe I look at something for character. Maybe I'm looking at, you qualify for this, young lady or young man, that you qualify for this, and because of your character, you have outstanding character and a hard work ethic. I only graduated with a 2.0 grade point average, out of Alabama, but they called me a college grad, but I was real hard working and put some things together, but I just wasn't, academics just wasn't my thing. I'm knowledgeable in a lot of subjects, but that just wasn't my thing. I wanted my own business, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted the control that came from owning your own business. I wanted the freedom that I saw from people who came to have your own business. I wanted to eat to have the good things in life that I saw the people who had their own business. Mostly those are the ones that tapped into it, and they were able to get investments and able to do other things. Carrot Bars does all that for you, It allows you to build wealth on a global scale, which is very, very important right now. Because many markets, your many markets are not what they used to be a couple of years ago. They're really not. But if I have when I say 149 countries, that's every city and every territory in that country. It's just not like I could just deal with Lagos. There's other parts of Nigeria that I don't know about that I can easily go over there too. It's not that I can just deal. It's just not I can deal with Mozambique, the capital. It's not that. I can deal with that whole country. And this is a phenomenal opportunity for us. Opportunity dependent upon you, dependent upon your efforts, dependent upon you getting out to help serve people, to help them. It's very important to have a legacy, a financial legacy to lead to your family. Extremely important. We don't want to give, or rather, you don't want to give your kids everything. You don't want to give, but you don't want to have a lot of stuff. Have a lot of the struggle unnecessarily that you have. It's okay to, not to sit up there and just make life so easy to them that they have an entitlement mentality. I wouldn't recommend that. But you know what? I wouldn't want a child to grow up in a home like I did, the little two bedroom home that I said, I can look at the ground on the floorboard and we have no running water. And this is back in the 80s in Alabama when I was down there. So I know what poverty is. And I know what having money is. Trust me, having money is better. I know what coming from poor school systems is. I know all that kind of stuff, but I know what having a hunger and a desire, to do more and to be more and to get more. And that's all what this does for you. But if you don't have a vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, and you have this great dream and you want to achieve something great financially, but if you don't have a vehicle to take you there, you're going to be frustrated. If it has a prohibitive cost, you're going to be frustrated, especially if you don't have no means of grabbing that cost. Carrot Bars is free to join. You work in a team atmosphere. Prince Amir is part of my team. Denise Stevens, part of my team. Wanda Peatney Lofton, part of my team. They're all building for them. But every one of them are so vital to me, as well as all the rest, about 11,000, almost 300 affiliates around the world for me. They're so vital, and they don't work for me. They're trying to do what they're trying. Their incentive is not to make Fitzgerald rich and all that. They care less about that. Their incentive is to build something of wealth for their family, to build a legacy for their family. Now you can't afford a job. I'm going to put a subtitle on that. You can't afford to work in the brick and mortar industry no more.
Right.
You can't afford it. You guys hear us talk about that. And unfortunately, Prince Amir and I are the only ones that have talked about that.
Right.
Brick and mortar. Man, it is so dangerous right now. You know all those people that you hear about 40 something million people unemployed, or 33 million insurance claims, or 2.5 million unemployment claims like they have in Florida. Those are brick and mortars. All those numbers are brick and mortars. So some people, people who have blogs, people who have carrot bar systems and things on like that. So whatever you're doing along with this bent, we don't get fired.
Nope.
We don't get that. As a matter of fact, our business is expanding and growing. How can you go wrong with this? Save gold for yourself. Tell other people they save gold for themselves. They get paid. Get a business package where you can actually get paid 5 times a month. The business package, you hear us talk about the business package. What makes this story so important, because that's how I was able to pull that income off this day. The money production that I did for last week to my team, I was able to earn money, and I'm not going to get into how much money I make, but it's enough for me to stay home. It's enough for me once I get off this stream right now. That go up there and pack a small bag, and then I'm going to go up to see some relatives right now. Stay out of town a little bit, and then tomorrow, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a broadcast from England. I asked my cousins. I said, hey, listen, you got good internet up there? Because I got to do a show tomorrow. So all I do is take this same computer you guys see me on there, plug up, and boom, I'm still operating in business up in North Florida. That's what I mean. But you can do the same thing, from Africa, Asia. Imagine having that type of flexibility. I don't have anybody I have to call back. I don't have anybody I have to ask. I don't have anybody I have to report to. I don't even have to call Prince Amir. Man, is it okay I go up there? Can I stay an extra day?
No.
It can. I don't have that, man. Until you taste that, ladies and gentlemen, and I want all you to experience that. What Dynas and I experienced, you cannot believe how it would unclutter your mind. You cannot believe how it would add literally life onto you, because you're free, and that's what you really want to do. It's not about cars. It's not about Coach bags and Prada shoes and nice vacations in Jamaica and stuff like that. Those things are good. It's about having the ability, if that's what you want to do it without having to ask anyone. It's not. It's having the ability to not choose between your mortgage, your medicine, or your food.
Right.
It's having the ability to call in well. What do you mean calling well? Well, I don't feel like coming in today. I'm not sick. I just don't feel like coming in. Ain't no sense of me lying to you. I just don't want to come. It's having the ability that you're doing your grind. Maybe you're out there, maybe you're a youth coach and you're doing something great with children, and you're doing something you really love. It's knowing that you have an income coming in, several $1,000s a month, or whatever you decide to make. And if something does go south, you know that your family won't miss a beat. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about. And so this is going to take a little bit of different spin. Right now, I want to emphasize the training. I want to emphasize the help, the support system that you have. Not only Prince Amir's first line of defense. I back him up. Okay. And then, but Carrot Bars backs all of us up. Wealth Builders backs all of us up. We have the system of Wealth Builders. You hear me so much talk about that. The teaching system, the training system, the motivation that you're going to need to build this. I had a business partner today. He called me and said, Fitzgerald, I'd like to thank you so much for the positive energy you feed into me and stuff. I really appreciate that. But he doesn't realize he's feeding positive energy into me too. When you're an entrepreneur, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have motivation and encouragement to do this. Man, we're going uphill. Most of the people are just getting out there working and doing what they're told. We have to make the decisions. We have to decide if we want to expand into another market. We have to decide, we want to talk to more people. We have to decide how we're going to deal with that no, how we're going to deal with that rejection. We have to decide how we're going to deal with that yes. We have to decide how we're going to deal with abundance and plenty. For some, Michael Delco, my sponsor, he would tell you sometimes, you gotta plan. Not sometimes, you gotta plan for the lean time. Sometimes you can make something like about $5,000 or $6,000, $7,000 a week in this business. Next week you might make 200. So how you gonna deal with the lean times? That's why you don't go out there and spend everything you have. You might have some days like you say, oh my God, ain't nothing working. Then all of a sudden someone call up, I want to get a VIP package.
Sure.
And you with a business package, you made 320 euros just because they said, I want to get a VIP package. You never know where it's coming from. That's why you have to talk. That's why you have to talk to everybody. That's how you have to be perseverance with your stuff. But if you say like, I want to just go in there and save gold, and which is good, or I just want to be free, that's good. But you're not willing to pay the price to do it. All it is talk. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen without paying the price. You're going to pay the price. The price that you're going to pay if you don't pay this price is going to be much more expensive and much more harder. You're going to pay the price in regret. You're going to pay the price in lost opportunity. You're going to pay the price in time. You're going to pay a price. But if the price you pay in this just a little bit comparison what the worlds of years and decades of regret. Do you know Carrot Bars, if you simply sit up there and work it, you don't have to work 20, 30 years like on a job. You can do this while you're working your job. That's what I did. All of a sudden I just didn't wake up and boom, I'm just here. I don't, I'm just no. I did this while I was working my job. I did a little bit at a time as I could put in and to get to this point where I am right now. But ladies and gentlemen, you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your family for greatness. You really do. You owe it to yourself to have peace. No, you really owe that to yourself. And you owe it to yourself to experience some of the things you want. You want to go to the Dominican Republic, take your family, great. Go. You want to go to Africa? Great. Go. You want to spend some time? You want to really, really see the land? Go. Great. You're going to need money. And so you can't do that working on a job, because if you working for me, even if you got 2 weeks, don't call me asking for another week. I need you here, especially if you're good at what you do. I can have you out because I need that production. I need that production that you bring. I need that spirit that you bring. Because you're building my wealth system. All Prince Amir and I just got started. We plug into the system. We made it a whole lot easier. There's a WhatsApp chat that Prince Amir started called Team Amir. The focus on that is to welcome new team members. A lot of the trainings you're getting out there, I'm typing them out myself. That prevents. I used to send individual texts out to everybody. Man, that used to take me hours, because the group text is some kind can be annoying. So I would just type individually to you. So Prince Amir set up something to welcome his group. The man has almost 600 people personally sponsored. So I'll send out things about the training or the power call I sent out there. Please jump on that. Team Amir is not a dating site. It's not there to talk to us about how you cooking your favorite meal. That will be deleted. I don't want any of those comments as far as like that. Well, what do you mean you don't want Fitzgerald? Prince Amir is my business partner. I have a vested interest in him being succeeding, and I have a vested interest in that duplicating. No, and so we're trying to get streamline our stuff professional. Get the training. We welcome new team members. We let you know we're here to support you. Prince Amir yesterday went out and said, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have something like a format like this, we will get behind you. I will come on your channel just like I'm doing with Prince, and I've done many other people and help grow your team. But I'm not going to do it for you. Incidentally, my YouTube channel is up now. It's called Find Ways to Win.
Oh, is it back? Is it back up?
Number 2.
Is it back up?
WAYS to win.
Is it back up? Okay, good.
Okay. So I have one video on there. So I finally have taken my brother's advice and Prince Amir's advice, and so I'm creating my own channel. It's up.
Good.
So please subscribe to that, and but a lot of times I'm going to be talking about wealth principles, life principles that tie into wealth. A lot of ways I'm talking about right now. And why did it take so long? I was kind of afraid. What do you mean you're afraid? I figure I didn't want. I don't know how would I sound? How would I do this? Just a bunch of dumb excuses. Now I could get on everybody else's stuff, but I can't do my own. That's dumb. So the same thing, you can work and build everyone else. People love to hire you. You're so good at what you do. You get job offers all the time for other people to, wanting your talent because they see what you do. They see your production, and then it don't occur to you one time like, man, if I'm doing this for these people, I can do this for me and my family.
All right.
That's when you start to win.
All right.
But I can't leave my job. You don't supposed to, but you just take a little bit of that time. A little bit of that time, and you start putting in your business. You start putting in your Carrot Bar business. You start putting in your blog. Start putting in your YouTube channel. Start putting in writing your books. That's what we do. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you can do it. You can do anything you want to do if you're willing to pay the price for it. You can achieve wealth. You don't have to look over there and say, that's for certain people. That's the black man, the African man, the Asian man, the Hebrew man. I couldn't do that. I don't have this education. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm too pretty. I'm too ugly. I went to Georgia. Well, I don't recommend you go there. Or whatever. Or I got a degree. I don't have a degree. I live in an apartment. I don't have a house. I'm past 30. I'm not married. I'm 50. I don't have a family. I got divorced. I got a criminal record. Stop. Do you have a dream? Do you have something you want? Do you have something that even when you're working on someone else's job, you're thinking about that? That's your dream. Do you want to be free? Do you want to live life on your terms? Or do you just want to be someone's puppet all the time? And they say, go here, work here, stop here, do that, come here, no raise for you. Train your replacement. Do you want to keep going through that? Only you can make the decision. Carrot Bars will free you from all that. But really, Carrot Bars doesn't free you from any of that. You decide to free you from that. Carrot Bars is just a vehicle. You sit up there and admire this young man with Prince Amir. You want to live his lifestyle. Do what he does. He created stuff. He created streams. He's still creating streams. He's nobody special. I'm nobody special. Mr. Michael Delco is nobody special. Heck, the founder of the company, Harold Sykes, he's nobody special. He's just a man, or just like us. And he decided to act upon what he knew. He had a great dream in his heart, and he acted upon it. And his acting caused him to sit before kings. Made him a king, and it'll do the same for you. Acting, doing, not talking. So getting the training. Some of you say, well, I want to make money, but you can't seem to get on the training we do. Some of you say, like, I want to be wealthy, but we can't get you on the power call. You think you got to call Prince Amir for everything. Or Fitzgerald for everything, and we don't mind helping you, but we're human beings too. You're not duplicating, and you don't duplicate. You're not going to build wealth in this business because you're not duplicating, because you don't understand how to promote the training. Don't talk about us. Don't talk about us. Once you get in, don't talk about us. We're not the stars. The system is. Wealthbuildersworldwide.info. That's the stars. Michael Delco. That's the star. Ty Betts, that's the star. Tanisha Glaspie, that's the star. These are the teachers of that system that they're going to give you for free. Oh, sure. Fitzgerald, how do I set this up? I need help with this customer. Sure, go ahead and call. But if you're not actually plugged in, and you're not actually plugged into the training and looking at your website and learning how to maneuver your business, you're not going to win. And so I'm not here to talk and to play with you on that. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. You got to go out and get it every single day. You're either a gazelle or you're a lion. The lion's job is to catch the slowest gazelle. The gazelle's job is to outrun the fastest lion, because somebody going to be a meal. Somebody either going to eat or someone going to starve. That lion knows if he doesn't catch that gazelle, he won't eat. And that gazelle know if he gets caught by that lion, he will be eaten. So to go on through life, what's the next thing? They laid me off. What's the next thing? All the stress, sir. You gotta sit down, man. You keep pushing at this pace. This 80 hours, 60 hours a week. They're gonna put you in the tomb. Right. All this stress. Well, your wife said, "Hey, we need to go get counseling. We need to do this right now. I'll get to it. I got to work." And then you come in, you got an empty house. This is real deal. Do you know that after you've heard these things, and I'm about to wrap this up, Prince. I got to get out of here. You heard these things about people say, "Work hard, work hard, work hard." Right. Put in 68 hours a week. Go. That's crazy. Do you know? Somewhere do you know how your body starts to wind down, like after 50, 52 hours a week? You're less productive. Right. Your mental faculties start tapering off. Right. You have trouble making decisions. Right. Your body starts reacting to constantly being pushed like that, not resting. So your production doesn't go up, it goes down. No, it goes down. I don't have nearly the amount of headaches I used to have since I've been working for myself. I thought I actually used to have. I used to tell myself I had migraine headaches. That wasn't migraine headaches. That was just job stress. All right. I don't have those crazy stomach aches I used to have. I used to get these pits in my stomach. What stuff? I remember one time when being home and I was under so much stress, and I went to my dad's, staying with my father. And I guess got up and left, and I went to the emergency room because I knew if he would have found out, he would have worried, and mom would have worried. So when I went there, and I thought I was having something, heart attack. I thought I was having something. I thought I was really having something going on in my heart. So I was like in my mid 40s then. He said, "Fitzgerald, do you know how many people?" And they ran all these tests. "Fitzgerald, do you know how many people came in here for chest pains like you talking about?" He said 20. You know how many people actually had something wrong with their heart? 2. Right then I knew. Oh, but by the way, make sure you have that bill paid before you get out of here. Yeah. Because cardiograms, those are high. And so I forgot to cut my wrist tag off on my wrist to show that I was in the hospital. That's how my dad came up, and that's how my dad found out, because I got careless. And I just finally said, "Dad, just pressure." He said, "Son, you got to let it go. It's going to put you in the grave. It's not worth putting you in the grave." And I'll say this to you. The current lifestyle or these jobs are not worth putting you in the grave. Find a way to free yourself. Find a way to get some breathing room. That's what Carrot Bars is. Register for free on Prince Amir's site. We're going to help you. We ain't jealous of you. We don't care if you make more money than us. And yes, you can make more money than us. You can make more money than Mr. Michael Delco. Get ready to work. We don't care. We're not trying to steal your thunder. We ain't going to get up there and say, "Hey, we built Takaya, we built the Niece. Well, we built Keith Orton. If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for us, so you better pay us homage." We don't do that. We don't get on there. We don't get on there and talk to you about, hey, you got to break us a little off or something because we're gonna come over there and help you. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't care how high you want to go. Our job is just to give you the rocket fuel where you can get there. Our job is just to get behind you to get what you want. We're not going to laugh at us. You could tell us you want to own one of the Cayman Islands. Hey, let's put a penny to get it. That's how we think. I want to go to Africa. I want to do like the Prince Amir. You won't hear from us one iota, and even our upline from Denise Stevens to Michael Delco on up. You won't hear one iota. Man, that's crazy. You can't do that. Who are you to think? You got to work these jobs. You can't do that. Or that's unrealistic. Oh, I love that one. All right. That's unrealistic. You won't hear that from us. You're like, hey, I want to win that €750,000 villa. Do you know you can do that in Carrot Bars? You can win a free C class, S class, and E class for Sadie just by helping other people and doing what you need to do. We're not going to tell you you can't do it, and nor should you. So anything but this weekend, because we're going to be off tomorrow, I want to leave you, ladies and gentlemen, with this. Stop selling. Stop selling yourself short. Stop being starstruck. That means like, well, Barack and Michelle is doing, look how beautiful Barack looks. Look how beautiful Michelle are. Okay, they cool. That's what. Don't your wife deserve to look like that? Don't you deserve to look like that? You know, look what they're doing for their family. Look at Beyonce. Look at Jay-Z. Look at my Magic Jordan. What's his Magic Johnson? Michael Jordan. Look at all they do. Look what Prince Amir. Look at all that great artwork. Look, he's doing all this stuff. Man, I wishing doesn't make it so. You have the exact 24 hours in a day that all those names I just called in. As long as you have breath in your body given to you by the Most High, you have opportunity. All they did was make a decision to put them where you are. You are the sum of your choices. Start making better choices. Start making things to win. And for those of you people out there who used to be like me, you like to serve. You like to help everybody else before you help you. Stop that. It's okay to help, but you know what? You deserve to be happy too. I mean, somebody need that in this audience. Stop pouring your life into other people. Stop pouring out constantly without getting anything back. If you're in a relationship, you know, you're not getting stuff back, get the heck out of it. You know, if you're in a job that you keep pouring in, but it's not pouring back in you, get out of it. No, if you're in any situation that you're giving your life, that it's not giving life back to you, get out of it. It's not the right one for you. Put life in something that gives you life back. You know when it's time to cut your losses. Know when it's time to do something different. And forget about how things used to be. Things ain't gonna never go back to used to be. I used to have more hair. I used to be skinnier. You know, I used to be faster. I used to be able to see 20/20. You know, I used to have a 3,000 square foot home down in South Georgia. Used to don't cut it. What are you focusing on now? Warren Buffett has said that you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Fitzgerald Stephens says, if you don't make moves, moves will be made on you. You know, I think that's going to be my ending thing. Once again, if you guys would like to support with my channel with Find Ways to Win, FIND, the number 2, TO win. You'll see my face on there. Just trying to give a motivational channel on a live channel. Just trying to take some of the things that God has taught me in 55 years. And the primary teacher he used to teach me was failure. I failed so many times, it's ridiculous, but I always got back up. You know, I've shed tears, I've cried, I've had disappointments. People who I thought would stay left, and people who I thought would leave stayed. You know, I mean, I've gotten opportunities, you know, from total strangers. People have blessed me. I remember one time I went out. I've been the guy who used to have people sleep on my house when they didn't have things, to have people sleep with me, sleep over other people's house when they lost. I used to buy groceries for people and meals to have people only buy it back for me. Life is a circle. Mm-hmm. You know, and far as what I do, far as with this channel and to help people like I'm helping on this show, I need to do it. I need to do it for my well-being. You guys think a lot of times I'm coming on there for you, for myself. No, a lot of times I come on for you. I'm automatically going to get some for myself. I've learned a long time ago, you've got to take your eyes off yourself. Yeah, that's just a frustrating thing. You know, you have to take your eyes off. You got to get your eyes on someone else, and you really got to help them. You really got to, and God Almighty gives it back to you. I promise. He doesn't believe being in debt into no man. And, you know, and so focus on your dreams. Yeah. But you know what? The best way to get it, focus on helping someone to get theirs. And that's what this business allows us to do. Now, that's what Dinaz, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Now, when I came up there, man, I wasn't communicating it through, but it first started off like, man, okay, if I can get Prince Amir, he'll build this huge. My motive was wrong. I knew his influence. I knew what he can be. My motive is wrong. My motive is now done switched. Like, how can I grow this man big? How can I get this man this Mercedes? How can I get this man this villa? How can I get this man a global organization that's paying him 6 figures a month in euros? What can I do to build him? How can I get him better? What can I do to help him? Every one of those YouTube videos I make, they're all people in his team. So how can I get my friend great? And I promise you, it'll all automatically be great because of that. That's the motive of my heart, and God blesses that now. So sometimes you can start off wrong, but when maturity sets in, and the Spirit of God sets in, and wisdom sets in, you're like, no, wait a minute, man, no. Shoot, my income is going up since I met this man. His success is going up. He's just as vital to me as I am to him. And I dare not ruin a relationship like that. I dare not cross a man like that or doing foul business with any of you guys, because it's going to come back on me. You're great, but only if you choose to be. You can make a life, and you can live your dreams, or you can live in excuses, but you can't have both.
Right.
Quit blaming everybody. Quit doing it. Just get up and do. Don't make a difference how many you fail. Don't make it take for how many times you pick yourself back up again and go out a better way. Prince Amir, love you, brother. I'm going to have to get out of here, man, and get ready to travel and stuff like that. You guys take care. I guess I'll see you at Sunday at 1.
Sunday at 1. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Again, my affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. It's also on the bottom. You see the ticker. It'll also be in the description. Once again, thank you for joining. Make sure you go to dynastymir.com. Guys, go buy a shirt. Again, when you watch the replay or any of my videos, you'll see the store on the bottom of the video. Buy a shirt. Africa is the now. Go to amazon.com. Buy a book. Children's books, plenty of books. Go and support. Until next time, family. Dynasty Mir, search for Huru. Peace.